rock it out.
Okay.
Everybody. All right, we live.
Oh, we live. Welcome everybody to the News You Can Use podcast. I'm Sarah, your host today, and we have Tamani Jo. What is up?
What's good? What's good, y'all? How you doing?
Good. Man, we checking in on you. We heard you got some hot stuff going on. I checked out your page before we got on. So let me know a little bit about yourself. So let me know how you get started in music first. Where you from? How old you are? Give me a little bit of background.
Okay, bet. So, all right, you already know my name's Tamani Jo. I'm from Inglewood, California, first
Okay.
generation. All my family from Mississippi, so yeah, we the first. I'm first gen here,
Okay.
But I got started in music pretty young, so I heard I was singing since I was a baby. I was singing in the church. I always wanted to hop on the mic, and I grew up around music. So my
Okay.
uncle is an artist. My dad was a rapper. My cousin is a sick producer. He used to produce for Snoop. My
Oh snap.
granddaddy was in a group that came out with Sam Cooke. So they called the Valentinos. So yeah, I grew up around
So
music.
your whole family lit, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. My family came out here for music. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I'm here. You feel me?
Okay.
But yeah. So I didn't get started recording until maybe 3 years ago.
Mhm.
About 3 years ago. I
So
knew
you
I could sing, but I never started writing until
okay.
about 3 years ago. So
So
yep.
how that come about? You said 3 years ago, so that's like kind of COVID time, a little bit after COVID year around there. So how
Yeah.
how that situation come about?
Well, I started a recording. One of my ex's friends was recording music, and he was
Mhm.
looking for a singer. He was like, "I need a singer on this song, or whatever." So my ex told him, like, my girl sing. So I hopped on his track, and then that's pretty much how I got the passion for like writing and really, coming up with my own stories and putting
Yeah.
it into the music for real. And they was like, "You dope," so I just kept going with it for real.
Okay, bet,
Yep.
bet. So on your journey, because that's so cool that you said that, because somebody I met somebody, shout out to Hardy Prodigy, and I was just getting in the studio too. It was actually a studio at Lone Star.
Okay.
And we were getting out the room so he could get in. He came out and went into the room. We got in and was like, "Hey, I need somebody to not only write but sing some." I'm like, I can't sing, but I can write it. Roll it. He
Yeah.
was like, "Well, just get the sound on there." He was like, "Well, I like it." And I'm like, "Well, if you like it, I love it." So we did the
Right.
video and everything. So it was just like, now I'm trying to implement some melodies, but I
Mm-hmm.
cannot sing like at
That
all.
don't matter. As long as it sound good on the track, you
Right?
vibing, you feel me? That's all that matter, right?
Yeah, slap some T-Pain auto tune on there.
Right, you good.
Be good. So tell me
Yeah.
some of the artists. Of course, you've been around like a lot of music and people. Well, give me some of the like top five people that you say your fam would like kind of listen to, because it sounds like you got like a little bit. You got gospel, you got
Yeah, I got
R&B, you got
everything.
hip
Look.
hop. So give me a few people
All
that kind of
right. So
inspired you.
not growing, I'm not even gonna say growing up. Like after Michael Jackson died, because I was a big Michael Jackson fan. I really got into vinyl, like vinyls and stuff. My granny had a bunch of vinyls. I live with my granny, so
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to sing, like really like control my vocals. I was listening to Anita Baker's Rapture album like over and over and over. So I'm like probably like 10, 11, like just listening to vinyl music. I'm not listening to none
No,
of the
no,
new
shit they
stuff.
talking
Nah.
about 10, 11.
Man. So like yeah, definitely Anita Baker was one of the top artists that really, got me into singing because she have a deep voice and I got a deep
Mhm.
voice. So, that put that into perspective for me.
Mhm.
Also I love Diana Ross. Diana Ross is dope. The Stylistics, Marvin Gaye. I'm really an oldie fan, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
the kind of music that was playing around when I was young. Mary J. Blige. My mom played a lot of R&B music, and then when it came to rap, my dad rapped a lot, so he would take us to the studio with him. So that's
Mhm.
where I got like kind of like putting
The
poetry
flow.
and yeah onto a track. So yeah,
Okay. Have you been to a poetry show?
I've never been to a poetry show. I actually only time I've ever did some poetry was maybe like fourth grade, and I was in a poetry contest. I think I won like third place or something like that. But
Mhm.
other than that, nah, I never been to a poetry show. So
Oh dang! You definitely gotta look at some out in Cali.
for
Uh,
sure, where you at? Where you at?
I'm in Houston.
Houston, all right.
Yes.
When I come to Houston, I'm gonna have to get in contact with you.
Yes. I was just about to say I'm gonna send you some on IG
All right,
that they
bet.
do live shows, and there's also on YouTube. So at least while you find this stuff out there or whatever, you can still watch what's going on here on YouTube. And they
Bet.
travel and do a lot of stuff, because that's how I met my producer. Was
No,
at a poetry event, and I was outside mid rolling up, and he was like, "Hey, you an artist?" And I'm like, "Just like you, I started 3 years ago." And I was like, "Yes, I
mm-hmm.
guess I am." And since then, he been linking me up with different people and shit like that. So I find it cool. It started out with one thing, and it kind of just all fall into place. So I'm gonna definitely send you that, because poetry, it's a thin line between music and
Yeah,
poetry. I can't even say rap and poetry. It's like
music.
music
Yeah.
in general. So tell me, you had trouble. You said you had trouble writing.
Yeah, in the beginning,
Okay.
like, cause I've been singing since I was like 4, 5, 6. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to church just to hop on the mic. I just wanted to get on the mic for real. So I've been singing for a long time. I wrote my first song like in like 4th grade, and I never
Mm-hmm.
wrote again after that. Probably until like high school, like after high school. I didn't start
Okay.
writing until after high school. So I knew I could sing, but I didn't really know if I wanted to be an artist because I didn't have that side of me where I can express myself through words, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to have a songwriter just because I could sing. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me if you don't mind, tell me the process of like you kind of get into writing, or kind of like what type of vibes you like when you are writing. Like, do you like to be alone? Do you need a certain type of music, or you need some tea before, like, tell me your process.
Process really, I just need a sick beat. I used to hop on YouTube beats, but I know like now I'm trying to get exclusive producers for real now. So, I used to just hop on a YouTube beat, play a couple of beats, roll me a little blunt, you feel me, take a shot or two, and then get the vibes right, like get it going. But I don't really need, it can be people in the room, it don't really matter to me. Like, it's just really a way for me to express myself. Like however I'm feeling at the time, I'm about to put it
Mm-hmm.
on the track. So yeah.
Got you.
Mhm.
So since you say that, because it's all linking. I had questions written down, but I figured you
Ma, go ahead.
so like when you write and you say you get into those vibes, and you like trying to get into the mood that you in at that moment, have you
Mhm.
come across like a producer yet, or somebody that you work with that you link with them and they already kind of have the vibe set and like the tone of it, and you got to kind of come in and match that energy, and say if it's not already in the energy you in, how do you adapt to it?
Okay, so there is a producer that I've been working with. I'll plan on hopping on some of his beats real soon, but he's my
Okay.
engineer right now. His name's
Okay.
Infinity. He's from LA. He's super dope.
Okay.
But I've been working with him, and then how do I get in the mood when I'm not,
Mhm.
in that vibe or whatever the beat is?
Yeah.
I just kind of tap into them emotions. You feel me? Like I know we human, so we felt sad, we felt mad, we felt. You feel me? So
Yeah.
you gotta tap into that emotion and be able to do that. That's part of being an artist. You feel me?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. I just thought about, you have whole music that we got to
Yeah.
include in this. So, Surf, I don't know which song, three songs you sent him.
We could start with Mercedes Experience. That's an unreleased track. I'm dropping my
Okay.
first solo project this year, and that's gonna be on there. So we can start with that one.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
do that,
yeah.
Surf. You can hear it good on your end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, G, G, he just tryna be. Know that nigga lame, I'ma make him leave. Don't need him my line, asking about no features. You ain't on my level, then I ain't a teacher. I can't cross the line, I can't go to sleep. Ain't no standing still, got him on my feet. All this pressure, baby, this shit stressful, baby. Fly me out to you, cause you the best, baby. Phone me up, just like a presser, baby. Give you that experience, Mercedes. I don't even get invested in, niggas can't play me. Give you that experience, Mercedes. He know I fuck with them presidents. Play with that pussy, heaven sent. I'm on the road to riches. Ladies, tell me all you coming with. Don't care about none of them bitches. The dog is a dog, he gon' do a trick. I'm from the raw with the shit get sick. Niggas call like it and got a stick. Need to ease my mind. You know what I'm on. Get it when we fly. I like Cheech and Chong. Meet you at your spot with no panties on. I come back to you, cause they do it wrong. I come back to you, I know what you got. I come back to you, cause babe, you hit the spot. I be on my grind, I be in my bag. I stay in your thoughts,
I love you, Tom.
I stay in your head.
Hey, appreciate you.
G, he just tryna be. Know that nigga lame, I'ma make him eat. Don't need him a line, asking about no features. You ain't on my level, and I ain't a teacher. I can't cross the line, I can't go to sleep. Ain't no standing still, gotta move my feet. All this pressure, baby, this shit stressful, baby. Fly me out to you, cause you the best, little baby. Fold me up, just like a pretzel, baby. Give you that experience. Mercedes, I don't even get invested, these niggas can play it.
This needs to be in P Valley or something.
Hey, that was inspo. That was
inspo?
inspo.
I can see Mercedes.
You the first one that caught it. I ain't played that song for that many people, but like you the first one that caught it. You know about the Mercedes experience.
I was like, yeah, Mercedes. I love P Valley. Love P Valley.
Man.
That's dope. I appreciate the growl too. I'm listening to like ad libs too.
Yeah, I had to throw some little DMX in there. You feel me?
And I like the rap infusion. So it's like them little nuances. It's like, again, it's like you. To me, it sounds like you got a good balance, especially in your tone. Like it's like perfectly in the middle. Like it's not too high, it's not too low. It's something men, women, like all to all. Especially nowadays that a lot of men are more listening. Like, okay, they can. You typically, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago, to me, men wouldn't say like, oh, I listen to SZA or I listen to, you know. Yeah, now today, and they singing lyrics too, like really singing. Yep. Like, it is what it is. So it's like you have one of them voices where they gonna be like, I mean, I fight you if you call me gay, but at the end of the day, I love her. I'm going to a concert. Like you got that type of voice that like everybody likes and you can vibe with, and then you can hear that, and it's good that you have like range. So the fact that, again, like your background, that you know, hearing the gospel, still hearing the melody, you singing, but still like doing that rapping, singing, and hearing the bounce and stuff, you could vibe with it. So it's cool. I like that track.
Appreciate it. That's what I'm going for, though. I want everybody to be able to listen to my music and enjoy it. You feel me?
Yeah. What was the defining episode that was like of P Valley that was like, you know, I'm gonna make a song off this bitch Mercedes?
Damn, I fucked with Mercedes. That was my girl on the show, but I don't know. I think that one when she was actually doing the Mercedes experience for her client, like, you feel me? She was on that pole doing the photo shoot and stuff. Yeah. That was hot. So I'm like, damn, like I just wanted to kind of capture that because I feel like, not to get, but like I feel like everybody have their moment when they feel sexy or they feel like, you feel me? I'm about to, So yeah, I just kind of wanted to embody that in a song or something like that.
No, that's good. That's good. There's a lot of artists that I talk to and listen to, and it's definitely hard to capture and carry a mood. Especially you see nowadays, it's so hard. Like Cardi, like her sophomore album, it's so hard to like do those numbers that first time, and then people want you to capture that same mood, that same energy. Well, now I got kids, I got a kid, I'm married, shit didn't happen, like that's a lot, and then so the expectations go super high. So I definitely understand that people, a lot of people just feel like that moment is just so hard to capture. So you gotta like capture it.
No, like for sure.
Yeah, and like hear a song and like 5 years later be like feel that moment just as you felt
again, like fresh.
Yeah, so that's dope. That's dope to capture moments. What other moments would you say that like I know we'll get to that in the other two songs, but what other moments would you say that just helps you just write like some good deep shit that just be like, you know what, I it could have been good or bad. You could give me either one. So if it, especially like it was like some shit like, damn, I didn't want this to happen to me necessarily, but it equaled and helped me do so many other things. Like if this one thing didn't happen, like damn, would I have written this? Would I have done this that led me to this? Like if you whatever, whichever side you're comfortable with, let us know like one of
I
them
got you.
moments.
The defining moment, my defining moment, I would say about maybe like 2 years ago, right when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a breakup, and that's when I really was like, I'm about to take music serious. Like, you feel me? I'm about to, like, I'm gonna put my full attention on that. And that's
Mm-hmm.
when I dropped my first studio project. I worked with this artist, Maury White. She's from Inglewood, super dope
Mm-hmm.
artist. She did an interview with you guys, also.
Okay.
But yeah, she was super dope. That was my first album I ever did, and I learned so much from her. Just learning
Mm-hmm.
how to like put a project together, how to release a project, and do stuff the right way. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my defining moment. Usually, a lot of the times when I write is like when I'm like down bad. Like, you feel me? You gotta. I don't know. I don't talk to a lot of people, so I gotta express myself some way. I'm not gonna just let it sit inside. So when I'm going through
Yeah.
something, I'm gonna put it on the track for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's definitely kind of like therapeutic. In,
Yeah, most definitely. Yep, yep.
that's why I feel like those poetry shows will definitely will help benefit you in that way too, because that's it's the same thing. They get up on that stage and it's like real shit. It's
Hmm.
rare that it's not like a real life story that they lived. And if it's not, then it's like a direct, like somebody that told them or they seen something, and to be able to like say that in a certain way to where you get that emotion. Or there was one they were talking about, she was talking about her grandmother, and I started crying because
Yep.
it hit me so deep and so personal that first of all I didn't feel alone
Hmm.
anymore. Then on top of that, like it felt like you was writing for me. You was writing that poem for me to say to my grandmother if I saw her again or something. But that happened to you. That's you telling your own story. So to
Yep.
connect with that, so I think you would definitely like that and benefit from
Nah, for
that,
sure. I feel like that's
especially
what
the
art's
writing.
about. You're supposed to make people connect with you. Like you sharing your
Yeah,
experience, but like I said, we all human. We all experience the same emotions. Like, you feel me? It might not be the exact same situation, but we felt that before. So as
yeah.
long as you can connect with your audience, I feel like that's where the connect goes, and that's how you become successful. In
Mhm.
this music thing.
Do you feel that artists today, like the most popular ones, do you think they lose that as they go and grow? Do you think that's redeemable, or do you think that's kind of just it's kind of part of the industry until a certain point?
Mhm. I honestly feel like it's part of the industry. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of the time when you underground and you doing your own thing, you independent, you can
Mm-hmm.
pretty much speak about what you want to speak about. But when it come down to money and the business and they trying to make coin, they want you to drop what the people want to hear or what they feel
Yeah.
like the people want to hear. So kind of a little bit of that creativity I feel like is taken away in that process, depending on which route you go.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately I feel like it's up to you, like as an artist, to determine where you want to go and how you want your path to go. Is you here for the dollars, or is you here, for the art for real? You feel me? That's what it
So
come down to.
you the one taking the $100,000 deal instead of the 2 million one.
Hell yeah, I can make 100,000 work. You feel
You
me?
said I could make something shake with a hundred
Man, I can make some shade for real.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good documentary you should watch too on Netflix, Hulu. One
I
of
got
them.
both. I got both.
Okay, one of them. Triple X Tentacion. He has a
Okay.
documentary, and one of the things that has always stuck out with me, and I only watched it one time. I want to watch it again for the stuff that I missed.
Hmm.
But he said the I guess the producer or the record label he chose only offered him 100,000, and he said, "Okay, let me look around, whatever." He came back to him and said, "I want to take your deal." Well, by then he was like, he went to labels that was offering 1 million or just so much more than I was, and yet he came back to me. So I asked him one day, like, what made you choose me? Like other labels was offering so much more. He was like, "You were going to give me full ownership and damn near full control over what I wanted to do in my music." So while it wasn't as much push or promotion or whatever, he was like, "I could do that. But
Hmm.
all I needed was the little bit that you was giving me. And then I would have had control. If I went with them, I would have been a slave." And I
Exactly.
was like, that hit so
Yep.
hard. So that's a
Yep.
dope documentary. You should definitely watch.
Most
That's
definitely
good.
check that out. Most dead.
Yeah. And how he wrote too when he finally got the people around him. Again, like you said, finding your people, your producers, your
Mhm.
circle that want to build your sound with you. He was like, once I found those people, he could hum a song or rap words he had down, but he didn't hear a beat. He didn't write it to a
Mhm.
beat. He just heard it in his head. This is the melody I got, or this is how I'm rapping it or singing it. Whatever you got for it, just match it. And dude matched it. He was like, yes. And the first
Yep.
time, first thing, that's the type of people that like we trying to get around us, or that I
Exactly.
hear you also saying like you trying to grow your producer in everything. Just
Mhm.
use your circle because you definitely got it in your family. Run
Yeah,
your
for sure.
circle.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good to have your circle and the people that they get where you going creatively. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of trying to build that type of team around me to where you feel me. Everything's not on me, and I can get original music and stuff out. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Now you told me about so what? Okay, you told me a lot about R&B.
Hmm.
So what hip hop wise would you say, especially in old and new? Give me maybe at least two on each side. So on the older side, the two maybe female hip hop. If you can't have female and they're just male, just happen to be mainly male, let me know for the older side. And then nowadays, what are your top two female or male rappers?
Okay, okay. So for female, older
Mm-hmm.
side, I'm definitely gonna go with Lil Kim. Most
Okay.
definitely, Lil Kim was a lyric. She's a sick lyricist. To
Mm-hmm.
this day, some of the bars she spit, I can't even. I gotta listen to it twice. So you feel me, just to put it together. So Lil Kim
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I know a lot of people don't classify old Mary as hip hop, but I classify old Mary as hip
NC.
hop. Like
Okay.
when I started music, I definitely wanted to like give that vibe. I wanted to be the female in LA, like on every rapper's
Mm-hmm.
like you kind of like the princess of hip hop, hopping on all the hooks and stuff like that, giving
Yeah.
that old 2000s 90s vibe back. You feel
Yeah.
me? To hip hop. So I consider Mary J a hip hop too, and then for old male rap, Tupac for sure, number one.
Mm-hmm.
I mess with Tupac. And then Biggie, like those are my dudes for real. Biggie's a sick lyricist. His rhythm,
Yeah.
his flow, his swag. And then Tupac, when you was talking about poetry, just putting them words onto a beat, and then
Mm-hmm.
having people. Every time I listen to a Tupac song, no matter how many times you hear it, you still feel something. You're gonna feel something
Yeah.
from a bar, like you feel me. So
Yeah.
that's what I aim towards, and then those are the artists that I mess with, hip
Okay.
hop wise. Yeah.
Okay. So R&B, hip hop, now gospel.
Okay, okay, okay. Donnie McClurkin, you feel me? All the people I grew up on, the
Okay.
Williams sisters, man, uh, my uncle, shoot, Bobby Womack, he was a sick
Mm-hmm.
gospel artist. There's
Okay.
so many, but I'm
Kiera,
actually coming up.
Kiera,
Kiera Shear, Kiki.
yeah,
Yep. She's dope,
yeah.
man. It's so many. Like, I grew up in church, so I came up in church, and yeah, I got a gospel song coming out on my new album that I'm dropping this year in
Okay.
spring. So that's my first gospel song I ever did, and I'm gonna put it on this album. It's called Glory. So I look forward to
Glory.
that too. But yeah, I
Okay.
want to kind of incorporate all of that, the hip
Yeah.
hop, the gospel, just all parts of me, and how just be myself and put that into the music.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now with mixing the gospel in the R&B and hip hop,
Man, I
there's
know.
how you feel about that? Like, do you feel like your church family and your family that is just super, just in the religion itself? It's so hard sometimes to mix the art, any worldly thing,
With
outside
that.
of the Christianity. So how do you feel like meshing that?
With that.
Yeah,
Honestly, like I said, I just I love God. I believe in God, and regardless of like I don't want to get too deep, but we all, nobody perfect. Everybody's authentic
yeah,
at the end of the day. So you feel me? I'm gonna be my authentic self. I feel like that's what it's all about. The human experience, just being vulnerable and being your authentic self. I'm not trying to
yeah,
act like nothing that I'm not. I'm not perfect, but I do love the Lord. You feel me? And I'm gonna throw that
yeah,
in there. I'm not ashamed. So I don't feel like if you really love God and whatever you say you are, you're not gonna judge the next person. For
yeah.
that. If they glorifying God, you feel me? Vibe
Mm-hmm.
with it, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't gotta listen to it. So
Yeah, and it's called forgiveness for a reason.
exactly,
But
exactly.
and yeah, if we do sin, we're human. We're gonna have sins. because we're not him.
Exactly. Yeah.
But also it's forgiveness, and it's also try not to do the same thing you ask for forgiveness for. It's
Repeating.
hard.
Yep.
It is hard, but try not to knowingly repeatedly do it. Let me do a new one. Let me do a new sin. Let me
Right.
do it a different way. Let me try to learn from it. Is I think all the goal is like learn from what is wrong, and then accept that you are human. So
Exactly.
you're not perfect, and I think I feel that because we're not perfect, we can create this art. Because if we were just this perfect robotic society, we wouldn't have all of these somebody scratching on the record and be like, oh shit, that sound good. Okay,
Right.
let's slow this down. Oh, okay. So it's just different shit. So I like how that all comes together.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, we got another song. Let me get back to this music.
Yep. We could we
This
could we could go to Keep Your Head Up. I did a freestyle on Tupac's Keep Your Head Up beat. So yep,
okay.
yep.
Okay, hey, respect to Tupac. All right,
Yep.
let's get that surf.
I had to jump in real quick and let her know this is my favorite song by you. Keep your head
Hey,
up.
appreciate you, boy.
Hey, this dope right here. So I'm gonna play
Appreciate you,
this right
boy.
now. Let's go.
When a nigga when a nigga let up. Yeah, when a nigga to let up. Just keeping my head tucked. Fast stacks want big bucks. Work hard for the shit, it ain't luck. Raised run away off 80. Big pooch, real Inglewood baby. Thinking back on my life, feel crazy. Thanking God for the blessings he gave me. Thank God for the people that play me. Blowing cushiony, yeah, that's flight pack. Hit a nigga next day like my back. So my mama just put it on my tap. Big pooch on the motherfucking T-mix, hella wavy, so I make the nigga seasick. All alone, made a nigga conceited. Him a line and he asking me to eat it. Mike Jack on the track, I beat it. Ain't gon' start it if I ain't gon' complete it. Bad bitch, it was never no competing. Use a lame nigga, I would never wanna be it. Yeah, can't fuck with these niggas, I'm shaded. Roll it up, fuck it down, get faded. Fell in love, fell out, I'm jaded. Real life, I was never for the fake shit. Real nigga, I was never on no snake shit. I'ma get it how I'm living, not playing. In the sun, I remember it was raining. Yeah. I remember sleeping on couches, front line pulling out food vouchers. Broke as fuck, still looking at houses. Broke as fuck, had rich nigga dreams. Stayed down day one, you a team. Let it show you know I'm by my green. Talked about, but you know I'm sort of seen.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace, Auntie Brittany.
Yeah,
Shout out to the realest. Y'all know who you are.
see why you fuck with this one, surf.
Hey, this is my jam right here. So what was the process making that record?
Honestly, that one really was like a freestyle. Like I'm telling you, she asked me how I get ready to just make a song. I popped that beat on, rolled me a blunt, took like 2 shots, and then I just started going like for real. And I hopped in the studio and recorded it, laid it down.
Can you scoot back for me a little bit
Yeah, I
like
got
this so I
you.
can see? I'm trying to see you, girl. Cause you feel me?
My
I was
bad, my
listening.
bad.
Yeah. So how did you get your start in music? Who were some of the first people you work with?
Some of the first people I worked with this was this rapper named Wes. He's from LA. He's the first dude. That's the guy I was telling you. I hopped on his
Mm-hmm.
song. My ex had told me he needed
Yes.
somebody a female vocal, and he was like, my
Mm-hmm.
girl can sing. So I
Yes.
hopped on his song, and that's where I pretty much started songwriting for real. Then I worked with Maury White. I seen you did an interview with my girl Maury. She from
Yeah, I
Inglewood as
heard you talk
well.
about that. Yep.
Yep.
Shout out Maury.
Shout out Maury. She taught me so much. That was my first studio project that I ever released was with Maury, and she taught me just pretty much the process of recording the album, releasing the album, promoting the album. Like we did a release party for our first album. We really like went all out. So I appreciate her for sure. Genuine Baby Rich. He's from Compton, super dope artist. I worked with him as well. We dropped a project. So just a lot of people that I've been meeting over these past 2 to 3 years. I'm just networking and meeting with people and working with different artists. And I appreciate everybody. I feel like everybody got something to bring to the table, and we can always, I'm down to work with anybody for real. So yeah.
All right, I might have some producers and some artists for you to work with in the future. I was
Yeah.
enjoying I was enjoying the vibe. I'm gonna let y'all finish. But today we're doing the top 10. So we play the top 10 records of people we interviewed, and you won today. So I need you to pop on later and
I
just
bet.
talk your shit. So I'm gonna
Bet,
pop
bet,
out and let y'all finish
bet.
y'all thing. But
Appreciate you.
congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Shit, now I forgot what the fuck we was talking
Then
about.
forgot the question.
I forgot the
Take your
damn
time.
question. God
You good? You
damn
good?
it. It was on the road. I'm definitely good at impromptu. That is like
Mm,
my favorite type of like, cause I don't have to. For me, that's easiest because it's just the most natural. We can go
mm.
in, we just chill, bounce off each other's vibes. When I write stuff down, it's like, shit, I gotta remember that, like a
Right.
test. Like I gotta be in front of class or something.
Right.
Ooh, I bet. Now, let's see. Describe creativity. Like what and it doesn't, we can go you can go as deep as you want to go. You can describe it in a few words, but to you, what does creativity mean to you? And then what do you feel, like describe like an image. What does that look like? What does that say?
Okay. So I'm really an artist all the way around. I'm a painter. I also paint, I draw, all type of stuff. So creativity to me is just like really tapping into different things that you never tried before. So I feel
Mm,
like everything under not everything under the sun has been done, but a lot of shit under the sun has been done already. You feel me? So being creative is just tapping into different stuff that you never tapped into. Maybe a different sound. You feel me? A different flow. It could
mm,
be if you paint in a different type of art. Maybe it'll be abstract instead of you feel me what you
yeah.
normally draw, a cartoon or whatever. So it's really just tapping into something that you've never tried before and making it your own. That's what creativity is to me. So
Oh,
even when I'm rapping or singing, I'm trying to make it my own and just like tell my story and put as much of me into it. And just
mm,
that's I feel like that's where the creativity is because we all different people. We all got something different to offer. It's just
mm.
really taking that and implementing it into your music or your art or whatever it may be. You feel me?
Got you, got you.
Mm.
Got you. So, do you ever feel like being that creativity is, we all kind of create and bounce and get inspiration from other things? Do you think some of the artists that inspired you kind of comes through your music, or kind of like when you started, did it like come through your music like strong and be like, man, this sound like so and so? Okay, if so, if it did, like, did you hone it to where it's like, okay, how can I make this sound like me? And
Mhm.
get to that point, those beginning stages, like to find like kind of like the imposter syndrome, like you're
Mhm.
like, damn, I mean, I'm inspired by them, but I don't want to sound
I want
like
to be there. Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually it's an artist named Tiara Thomas. I don't know if you heard of
Mhm.
her, but she kind of underground. She came out with that one song. Is it bad that I never made love? She made that one song with Wale. But she one
Mhm.
of my favorite writers, underground artists. So I listen to her a lot. I don't want to come across with her swag when I first
Okay.
when I first started doing music. And
Mhm.
then now, like a lot of rappers I listen to or that I kind of I'm feeling like Saw Baby. I feel like Saw Baby is super dope. I
Okay.
love his flow. Also Uno the Activist, Gunna, like that type of flow.
Mhm.
When I'm rapping, I mess with that like vibe, that little wavy vibe. So I be
Okay.
trying to make sure like none of my flows after I record something or just come up with something off the top.
Mhm.
Since I'm listening to it so much, I want to make sure I'm not you feel me? Taking that flow
Yeah.
without knowing. You feel me? Make sure I
Yeah.
ain't throwing nobody flow. You feel me?
Yeah. Subconsciously.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
pretty much that, but I feel like I take little bits and little tiny pieces from every artist that I really love. But I
Mhm.
still, at the end of the day, I want nobody to be like, "Damn, this sound like a Side Baby track," or "This sound like a Tierra
Yeah.
Thomas track." I want it to be like, who is this? Like, you feel me? Who is this? So,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. I like that because I definitely and I that was definitely a personal one for me because I'm trying to get through that. I feel like sometimes I'll be like, ugh, I sound a little bit too jerky. Like,
Right.
be and then be like, yeah, no,
hmm
and it's getting to a point where I'm like, I'm not liking the beats I typically like because
hmm
I originally searched it up Drake type beats because that's what I was comfortable with just
Yep.
to start and fucking around. Now it's like, okay, now it's getting repetitive. It sounds the same. It's not different. And then
Mm.
now my flow's getting the same, and then now I'm sounding too much like you.
You ready to
And
switch it up? Yeah.
yeah, just like
Yep.
kind of
Yep.
just to switch it up, like you said, take some two shots and
Yeah,
take
not
something.
for real. No, I feel you on the beats though. Like I did
Yeah.
when I first started, I was hopping on like currency beats all the time. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why. So like my original sound, you probably can hear some of my old songs on SoundCloud, like some
Mm-hmm.
of the stuff I did before. But it's
Okay.
like a whole different vibe. It's on some like Lauren Hill. I don't know what I was giving,
Okay.
but it's giving something. And then I kind of ease on to like, I feel like I found my sound and like the kind of sound I want to give. But I feel like I can hop on anything for real. So I be just
Mm-hmm.
trying now. Like now that I got my own recording equipment, I just try to
Mm-hmm.
like find me a little beat. It don't matter what it is. For real, it could be like a fucking Jersey beat. I'm about to hop on
Mm-hmm.
that and just try to play around with it, be creative, and see what you can come up with. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it's a, like you said, it's a vibe. So if that move,
Yeah.
if it's fucking techno, hey, I don't know. I ain't listen.
We
I can't
finna
listen
hop on
to techno artists,
that.
but I was feeling that techno beat, and that's what
Right?
came out. Like
Mm.
being here just bouncing. Hey, somebody gonna
Right?
like it. Somebody likes
Exactly.
something. So just like
Right?
when everybody was getting on Drake about the what was that album? Never some what?
Was it like he did the house beats and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that album. A lot of people was like, why? Ew, it's not rap. Blah, blah, blah. You got he. I'm global. I'm global. I
Hmm.
gotta attract the people that's in Sweden, that is in the
Exactly.
deep underground with the lights and the strobe,
Yeah.
drinking vodka, and just like, yes, I love me some fucking Drake.
Right? The dance,
Cause
stuff
you
like how to
gotta
dance.
swingers. Like you gotta, everybody gotta love you. So hey, dabble, and then you might fall in love with something else and create a whole new wave of music just
Hmm.
because you like. I have to give this consumer a product. So
Yeah.
if they not liking my rap stuff or whatever, how can I give them something that and then that's where you get into appropriation and you try
Yeah.
not to do it. But again, if you global,
Exactly. You gotta tap into different stuff, you feel me?
yeah,
Yep, most definitely.
that's why you got to feature. Ooh, that is another good question. Who would you feature with?
Jeez. That's a hard one. I was hoping I didn't ask me that. Cause I'm really down. Like, I feel like a lot of almost every artist brings something special to the table. But who would
Okay,
I feature with? I'm gonna
name
say
one
something
each
crazy like
category.
Joe or something, some Kim or something crazy like. But no,
Not
those some of my
Joe or
favorite, like Jill
Kim.
Scott and some shit, stuff like that. But
Jill Scott would
I
be
would,
good.
yeah, like yeah, maybe like Jill Scott or something. Rap wise, definitely Side Baby, the
Okay.
activist, freaking yes, yeah, those probably the ones.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That would be cool. That would be good. Now we got to tag them. We got to tag them in the
Yeah, we gotta tag them. We might get something going. You feel
yeah.
me?
Yeah, we need some new music today because I need to look about the updates because Apple just updated today, so I need to look at
For real.
who came out. I think Lotto came out with something, and Glorilla came out with something, and somebody else did.
I'm gonna check it out. Big Lotto, don't play with
Yeah, big, she
her.
said Big Lotto. All right, all right. Let's see. Let's one more question.
Okay.
Mm, what would you say? Like, I'm not even gonna give a time limit. What would you say, like, a big artistry goal that you have? It can cover all of your like artistic pathways. It could be just talking about painting, music, just all around. Like, what would be like important to you to achieve at the at kind of at the climax of all of this?
Okay. I was just thinking about this too. That's why it's crazy. But one of my biggest goals in this whole thing is like I want to help other upcoming artists. I want to give them a space to like, showcase their art basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on right now. I'm working on it for this year. A
Mm-hmm.
pop up shop, not pop up shop, like pop up shop and open mic night.
Okay.
Just like maybe once a month, starting off once a month, getting a location, charging for tickets, and just having artists from LA. So I feel like it's places in Hollywood and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
like locally, it's not a lot of places for like artists, underground artists, especially Black artists, to like showcase their art where they feel comfortable. So I
Yeah.
want to, come up with something like that to where we can come and meet up, once a month and network and have Black-owned business vendors and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and just have our own space where I can help showcase other artists' talent and then also
Mm-hmm.
showcase my talent and just meet
Yeah.
new people and stuff like that. Just create that safe space. And I feel like that'd be dope. Like, we all need a space. Artists need a
Yeah.
space because, like, I feel like we think differently, we feel differently, and, like, we need those type of people around us. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a big goal of mine is to create that space for us.
Okay.
Hmm.
I love that. That's dope. Yeah, I got a list of people in Houston that I'm gonna send you to follow. There is so many people that do that same thing here, and I've learned from them that it's important to have that in other cities,
Mm-hmm.
especially for specifically Black people to come together. And like you said, Hollywood, like that, you might have the rich areas or you got to drive far, whatever. But what about locally? Who's going to
Mm-hmm.
talk about what we go through locally? I don't want to hear about what Hollywood got to say. So
Going
that's
on,
dope.
yeah.
So they can help you, and they don't mind like helping you, like, okay, this is what I did to get started. Even just looking at their Instagram will help give you ideas and
Mm-hmm.
get started, so it's not as hard, and it will help spark you
I'm like,
know,
yeah,
all your thoughts while you planning and stuff, so that you can reciprocate that in Cali, because that'll definitely be dope. That's
definitely.
dope.
Because I know in Houston, y'all got a lot of like Black activities and just stuff going on. I love
And
Houston.
it's
I went
growing.
there. Was it last year? I think I went last year and I had a
Mhm.
blast. So I definitely got to come back.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, I got shit ton of people seeing you.
Man.
All right. Well, Big Surf, what's the last song? What's the title of your
Last song is another song that's gonna be on the upcoming album. It's called On
okay?
My Granny. Shout out to my granny.
Shout out to my granny. I love it. Has
But
your
I hope
granny
y'all
listened
like
to
it.
this
I hope y'all
song?
mess with it. What you say?
Has your granny listened to this song?
Nah.
Oh no, you gotta show Granny. Granny gotta hear her shout out.
She know about it. She ain't heard it yet. She real.
Oh no.
My grandma real church. She don't mess around.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah, 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 you did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And these niggas can't stand me. And these bitches can't stand me. Put it on my granny. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my family. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my, yeah, yeah. And these hoes can't stand me. And these niggas can't stand me. Put it on my family. Put it on my granny. Yeah, that my family. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my family. Baby, you fly as shit. I'ma go get it on quick. Your nigga been riding my hip. Run up on me, little bitches lit like, cause money don't play by my mind. Baby, I'm blessed, I shine, shine. He sweat me out like my time. Spinning that work, it's my time. Yeah, yeah. All gas, no brakes, no rojo. Your friend look better, you a no-go. I'ma ride it in slow mo. Yeah, 10 toes, I'm on, I stood. Through storms, don't know if you could. Man, God, I know it, I'm good. Hop on the beat and I'm gone. Your nigga won't leave me alone. He tryna hop on my song. D don't answer that phone. I be like, ain't that what it seem like? Cause in time, God bless it when I walk by, and that's why. And these niggas can't stand me. And these bitches can't stand me. Put it on my granny. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my family. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my, yeah, yeah. And these hoes can't stand me. And these niggas can't stand me. Put it on my family. Put it on my granny. Yeah, that my family. Yeah, that my family. Put it on my family.
That's dope.
Hey,
So
appreciate you.
what the homework I gotta do is go to your yeah, iTunes. We're on iTunes.
Yep, I'm on iTunes. Everything.
Everything. She said she on everything, y'all. You
Yep.
heard it. You heard it here on News You Can Use. She on everything, and I'm about to go find her on the goddamn iTunes, cause that was dope. That was dope.
Appreciate you.
But we definitely enjoyed having you, Surf. I don't know if you have any more questions. I think I done came up with questions all from out the wazoo, not even on this page. So if you got a question I didn't answer, we'll definitely, of course, have you back. I doubt this will be the last time we'll have you back. But thank you for
No,
joining
thank
us
you.
and sharing. Is there any artists, other artists that you may be working with, producers that you just want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out Maury. Shout out my homegirl Maury. That's the one I worked with. Shout out my producer and engineer Infinity. Super
Mm-hmm.
dope. Shout out Genuine Baby Rich. Those my dudes right there for sure.
Bet. Well, we'll definitely link up. I got a lot of stuff to send you.
Most definitely, we gotta keep in touch. We gotta keep in
Yeah,
touch.
definitely, of course, of course. I think we followed each other, right?
I think so. I'm double check though.
Okay.
All
So
right,
bet we
bet.
follow each other, and we'll definitely be linking up for some projects. Surf definitely gonna link you up with our producers that we got, and possibly send some beats. We got a beat challenge going on with D Class. D
Okay.
Class is doing a beat challenge, so follow him. I think it is D underscore class on Instagram.
It's like producers for producers.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
he
bet, bet, bet.
and he got a beat he just released, I think today, and he doing
Okay.
a challenge. So he wants you to rap on it, send it to him, and then he gonna post it and do a whole challenge and compete and pick out the best one.
Bet, bet.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All
All right.
right.
Well, I will catch you later. Thank you. This is the news you can use. I am Sarah, your host, and we have Tamani Jo. Thank you so much. Have
I
a
thank
blessed
you.
day, and we'll see you soon. Oh shit.
Yep. Thanks for having you. We're gonna definitely have you back. Like I said,
Appreciate
you
it.
won the top 10 tonight. I
Appreciate
was,
it.
and I definitely want to have you back again. And I'm gonna do another interview with you whenever you drop your next project. If you want to come
All
on as
right,
a
most
host,
deaf.
we would love to have you as a host, man. I like your energy. You seem like you're trying to do something for the community. So this might be a way you could come on and interview some artists and help us put on for the community.
Most deaf. I'm always interested. So yeah, just let me know.
All right, all right.
All
Signing
right.
off. This is the news you can use. Shout out C-Ra. Shout out to Tamai Jo, and let's go.
Bye, y'all.